Hello everyone, my name is Pallavi Patil and in this video I am going to tell you about virtualization. What is virtualization? Main concept of virtualization, advantages of virtualization and its type. Before knowing about virtualization, we must know what is cloud computing. Cloud computing is the on-demand availability of a computer system resources, especially data storage and computing power, without direct active management by the user. The term is generally used to describe data center available to many users over the internet. Virtual machine run on a cloud server is one of the most widely used way of hosting application online. Now the number of virtual machines are increasing largely because most of the IT industries is shifting from on-premises to cloud. The main concept behind the virtual machine is virtualization. What is virtualization? Virtualization is the creation of virtual machine or a virtual version of something such as server, desktop, storage device, and operating system or network resources. It is a technique which allows us to share a single physical instance of the resource or an application among the multiple customer or organization. With the help of virtualization, multiple operating system and application can run on a same machine at the same hardware at the same time. And what makes the virtualization feasible is something called hypervisor. What is hypervisor? It is simply a piece of software that runs above the physical server or host, which makes virtual a reality. When we feed the hypervisor on the physical machine, it makes it possible to create a virtual machine or environment on the top of that. So what is virtual machine? A virtual machine are the software-based computer that have their own operating system and application and completely independent of one another. Now, we having basic understanding about hypervisor, let's see about its type. There are various type of hypervisor, type 1 hypervisor and type 2 hypervisor. Type 1 hypervisor is that which directly installed on the top of the physical server. They are also called meta hypervisor. The another type of hypervisor is type 2. In this hypervisor, there is a layer of host operating system that set between physical server and hypervisor. So therefore they are also known as called as hosted. Virtual machine simply a software based computer. They run as a physical system having operating system and application, and they are completely independent of one another, but we can run multiple of them on a hypervisor. Let's see the advantages of virtualization. Increase the speed and enhance the performance. Let us assume that we are having 3 servers and one of them unfortunately stopped. We can instantly shift the hypervisor and the virtual environment built on the top of it to another physical machine. The virtual environment concludes to run and downtime is negligible. Save money on hardware. Virtualization is a cost effective. Since we are running virtual environment on a same piece of infrastructure, we are drastically reducing the physical infrastructure. We are using less server, less electricity, and invariable less maintenance cost. Boost virtual machine security. Since VMs are logically separate from each other, a malware attack or other software glitch on one VM won't affect other virtual machines. Gain peace of mind. Virtual machines provide better reliability in terms of disaster recovery as well as better backup and retrieval capabilities. Now, the types of virtualization. Virtualization is classified based on the resource that is being created. There are various categories such as network virtualization, desktop virtualization, hardware virtualization, software virtualization, storage virtualization, and data virtualization. Network virtualization. It refers to the management and monitoring of the computer network as a single managerial entity from a single software-based administrator console. It is intended to allow multiple optimization of data transfer rate, scalability, reliability, flexibility, and security. It also automates many network administrative tasks. Network virtualization is specially used for networks that experience a huge, rapid, and unpredictable traffic increase. It provides improved network productivity and efficiency. The ability to run multiple networks such that each of them has separate control and data plan is known as network virtualization. Now, the categories of network virtualization. Network virtualization broadly classified into internal and external. Internal network virtualization provides network-like functionality to a single system, whereas external network virtualization combines many networks or part of network into a virtual unit. What is hardware virtualization? When the virtual machine software or a virtual machine manager is directly installed on a hardware system is known as hardware virtualization. The main job of hypervisor is to control and monitor the processor, memory, and other hardware resources. After virtualization of hardware system, we can install different operating system on it and run different application on those operating system. Uses of hardware virtualization. Hardware virtualization is mainly done for a server platforms because controlling virtual machine is much easier than controlling a physical server. Next is software virtualization. It provides the ability to the main computer to run and create one or more virtual environment. It is used to enable a complete computer system in order to allow a guest operating system to run. For instance, letting Linux to run as a guest that is natively running a Microsoft Windows OS. Memory virtualization. Memory virtualization or storage virtualization is the process of grouping the physical storage from multiple network storage devices so that it looks like a single storage device. Storage virtualization is also implemented by using software application. It introduces a way to decouple memory from the server to provide a shared, distributed, or network function. It enhances performance by providing greater memory capacity without any addition to the main memory. That's why a portion of disk drive server as an extension of the main memory. Now, software virtualization. Software virtualization provides the ability to the main computer to run and create one or more virtual environment. Data virtualization. Data virtualization is an approach to data management that allows an application to retrieve and manipulate data without requiring technical details about the data, such as how it is formatted at source or where it is physically located, and can provide a single customer view of the overall data. Last is disadvantages of virtualization. First, it can have a high cost of implementation. It can have a high cost of implementation. The cost for an average individual or business which virtualization is being considered will be quite low. But for the provider of an virtualization environment, the implementation cost can be quite high. Second, it creates a security risk. Data is crucial to the success of the business and security is the major concern. Hence, in the virtualization, if your main hardware resource has been crashed or having some issue, then your operating system or virtual machine will be crashed. Third, it required a several link in a chain that must work together. It means if you have some data and you do your process your data on the local device that is easy. You can need to store it in hard drive and local device. But if you want to save in virtualization, first you need to set your internet connection. If the internet connection set properly, then you need to check virtualization operating system is working currently or not. If any of those are not working, then you are not able to save that file. These are some disadvantages of virtualization. So in this video we discuss about virtualization and its type. Thank you.